Excellent. Let's see if we're good to go here. Okay, cool. All right, here we are, episode session 6 of Masks Heroes Bound. I'm Scott of Scott's Case Files, which you're watching right now, and we have the stars of the show, minus a Steve playing Wraith, who is out for this week. We have up here. Oop, actually, you know what? I have to adjust stuff real quick. 1 second. This will be fast.
I just seen what you had to adjust. That's funny.
All right. Okay. Now here. Now that we're set, Billy Joe. Was happy to see you.
Yeah, I sure am. Playing as Leech, the Reformed.
Excellent. Up here we have Adam.
Playing as Nyx the Scion.
And last but not least, we have Joshua.
I am playing Mali the Nova.
Excellent. Awesome. So let's see here. When last we left our intrepid heroes, they had just basically done several things. They saved George. They apprehended Quick Strike, and also kind of got Silver Orchid back kind of on the right track to being back to being a hero, so to speak. So it was quite an eventful session. Good job. Let's see here. So today, I wanted to start off actually. Let's check some real quick. Start session. All right. So just to say, we have one in the team pool. Should anybody need it? But I was looking over some of my notes, and it occurs to me that we haven't yet met Moonshadow, which is someone who Nyx has a relationship with.
Correct.
Yeah.
What you... My Little Pony.
she's a teenage girl.
So who for the
30-year-old male,
or a fan of Cat Stevens?
Oh, nice one. Good job. So for the rest of the gang, who is Moonshadow?
Oh, okay. Moonshadow is a beacon type hero who is our in the Scion's playbook. You have to have one of the things is people who you have to differentiate to help them as much as possible. Moonshadow is my parents' greatest victim. The Children of the Light. He was going up against the Children of the Light. The Children of the Light killed his family, and they left him crippled from the waist down. That was kind of my eye-opening moment for just exactly how evil and how bad Father Apollo and the rest of the Grecians are. And that was kind of my point to start straying away from his ironclad hold. I still try to visit Moonshadow when I can because I feel guilty for what happens. I assume I visit Moonshadow as Nyx, not as Natalie, because I don't think he would know her secret identity just yet.
Gotcha. Right. So since we're not kind of just now kind of learning about this relationship, like does he blame Nyx at all? Was Nyx there? Was Nyx like helping or?
I like to think that he probably in a way does blame Nyx, but just as the fact that he blames everybody from the Children of the Light. But I think Nyx would have probably been one of the persons who helped in getting him away from all the danger, or even possibly shielded him from more danger.
So maybe Moonshadow helped to kind of turn Nyx onto the path of herodom, and in that moment she kind of broke away and saved him from being executed or something like that.
Sounds plausible. It sounds, because more along the lines, I think that Nyx would be kind of complacent the whole time, just like, okay, this is just the way life always is. And then she finally saw something where truly went against her core being, and that was that moment.
Gotcha. All right. Excellent. So where does Moonshadow reside now?
He is in basically like a hospital for superheroes who are injured. Um, he will. They said basically he'll never walk again. He has completely zero mobility from his waist down. But he has decided to stay on to the hospital for more possible treatment and to help out all the other people that are coming in that have been afflicted and needs his help and expertise.
Gotcha. Now, also does everyone there? Does he? I assume he obviously doesn't wear like a costume all the time. People now know his real identity, and he's kind of his days as being a superhero are over in the sense that like everybody knows who he is and whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much everybody knows him as Moonshadow. They don't even use his real name anymore. He's just Moonshadow. Um, so
Excellent. All right. Well, cool. If you guys are cool, we're gonna start. I'm gonna just want to kind of start off a scene with Nyx and Moonshadow just to kind of get things rolling, and then we'll bring Leech and Melly into the mix.
I just want to say that Scott wearing the dark shirt with the dark background kind of looks like Zordon to me.
Ah,
I
yes.
don't. What is that? What's art? I don't recognize that one.
He was the faceless leader of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, that's why I don't recognize it. Ooh. Sorry, my eyes are killing me today. I don't know why. I'm good. I'm not crying. You're not making me cry, guys. Your role play is very, intense
That's right.
and emotional.
We bring it out.
Yeah, but it's just not.
You're a GM. You do all your crying off screen.
I'm a professional. goddammit.
Right.
yeah, wait till 8:30 to do your crying. Jeez, let's get the game going.
Ugh, God, you just kill me. So yes, yeah. So let's start off the scene there. Does he? Let's assume that he kind of. Yes, he is paralyzed from the waist down, but he still gets around via wheelchair. Kind of making the best of a crappy situation. Gets the exercise. Maybe he's doing laps around like a track at the facility, that kind of
Well,
thing.
I mean, you could probably say that he does swim. So incredible upper body strength to be able to swim without using his legs. So
Mhm.
that's
Right.
the only way he feels, free.
Okay, cool. Swimming then. That works. Yeah, he's doing laps at the pool, and you're there for your visit. You probably stand there for like a couple laps. You're just kind of watching him. Kind of seeing him feel that freedom. The only one and only time he's really in control of his body as a whole. Um, kind of doing his thing and kind of focused on what he's doing. He doesn't even notice anyone over him. Probably finishes a lap and grabs onto the side, looks up, and sees you in costume.
Moonshadow, how are you today?
Kind of shakes his head, lets the water kind of run off his face, and he looks up. Oop. Oh, my poor eye. Oh, oh God. I think what should I like wear a patch? Should we just do a patch today? Would that be weird? That'd be weird. Right.
That'd be a little weird.
Sorry.
Perhaps
The show must go on. So yes, okay. So he shakes his head off, shakes the water away, and kind of takes a look at you. Ooh, we're really killing. And he's like, "Nyx, you're a little early for your weekly."
I felt like we needed to catch up, and we might need a little bit extra time today.
He's like, "I've been, reading about the Violet Vanguard. You guys are doing all right."
Yeah, they're a great bunch of guys. They really help out, and I feel like they are accepting of me, even though even with my past.
Kind of gives that a second to think, and he nods. You're like, "That's good." Says a lot about their character.
Um, Now about my past though is why I came to you. I think you heard or at least read that we were involved in the attack with Father Apollo.
Of course, I keep track of that kind of thing, kid. He kind of pushes himself up onto the edge and kind of lies down on a towel that's waiting for him. You get to kind of see the result of some of Father Apollo's handiwork. His legs, even though the major damage was to his spine and whatnot, his legs are they were cut up bad. His legs from the thigh down pretty much is a bunch of deep badly healed scars, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
It was not a pretty combat.
I am sure I wince at it every time I see it.
And he's like, that sounds interesting. He's like, it's not too wise of you to confront him like that. He's far more powerful than you, right?
Well,
I know you
we
kids feel like you're indestructible and immortal and everything, but we know
felt
better, don't we?
we felt that he at least needed to the collateral damage at least needed to be stopped, which we helped.
I did read about that. Good job.
But we did run into my brother and father at the end came and talked to us.
You mean he sent you away?
He did. But
Yeah.
that wasn't before we beat the crap out of Hermes.
Well, good for you.
Um,
I'm just glad you got out of there. You don't.
swells up at that.
Stop, Nix. You went to face your father, even with your team. I mean, again, I've read about him. I got the clippings. Don't get in over your head. You're you're not ready. You got to stop pushing yourself. And with this, he's trying to change your labels: danger down, mundane up. Are you going to take that or no?
I'd probably take that.
Okay, go ahead and adjust your labels appropriately. He's
She's like, I know. We were far too impetuous going against him.
Don't you guys have like they do that whole sponsorship thing? A real hero sponsors you, and it kind of hurts to have him say real
Yeah,
hero.
I would say I was like real hero. We have somebody who helps out when we are over our heads.
Well, what did they say? Are they good with you actually visiting your father on the battlefield?
I don't think they were that happy with it, but they were pleased that we did help people from what was easily a certain death.
Yes, something right there. But you got to watch yourself, kid. I want you to grow old. I really do. I want you to see what it's like to be someone's wife, someone's mother. Maybe if the cards are right. You again, you kids think you're all immortal and nothing can kill you. And don't get me wrong, I know how hard it is to hurt you, but your father and his group, they can shred you. I almost wish you weren't a hero. I wish you'd give it up.
I couldn't do that. I would the
You
guilt
won't do that. Everybody
the
lives with guilt, kid. Everybody.
guilt would eat me alive.
You deal with it.
I did see my sister as well shortly after that attack.
Pretty sure that she was killed.
I was pretty sure of that as well.
Are you sure you're just not seeing what you want to see?
I am very certain it was Athena. Very certain.
Yeah, I got nothing to say about that.
And she didn't look like she had any malice, so more than likely she's probably trying to maybe do the same thing I'm doing and go on the hero route. I didn't know if maybe anybody that you have talked to here had heard anything from her or about her.
Well, as close as I try to keep my ear to the ground, that's something I haven't heard. I don't know what to tell you.
I said maybe keep on keeping your ear to the ground.
Oh, I always do. I don't. I got stuff to do, but people still like
The
talking to me. You're not the only one who visits. I'll look out. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. If
um
it's not dangerous.
well, that's understandable. The last thing was last night I heard him talk to me.
Yeah, I know. He's done it to me too. He talks to me regularly, and I can't stop him. He starts actually. You see it like a tear start to well up. Like I can't stop him. He never finished torturing me.
The fact that you are um, still with this positive attitude says a lot. I don't know if I could have handled all that.
And that's exactly why I wish you'd retire from the game, kid. You're gonna end up. You won't end up where I am necessarily, but there aren't many real old heroes out there.
It's very true.
Why
Well,
don't you toss me that towel over there?
all right. I will hand him his towel. I'll probably move his chair closer to his location as well.
Yeah, he leverages himself up into the chair, and he kind of finishes drying himself off and kind of inspects everything, and just kind of looks at he's kind of just doing that 20-yard gaze or whatever the hell it's called. Looks at you and he's like, you know, you know, who's that the old Greek Roman myth, the one who carries the earth on their shoulders, Atlas.
Atlas, yes.
He's like, you don't have to be Atlas, kid. You don't need to be the one that brings your dad down. You don't need to be the one that defends the city. You don't need to bear all the guilt for everything. You look at me. This is. I don't blame you, kid. I blame your father. I blame those who stick by his side. I blame myself. I mean, I'm as an adult, I made my choices. I didn't have to go in there. I don't have to do what I do. You know, you don't have to carry all this on your back, kid. Be a little girl. Go to a freaking dance. Make out with a boy or a girl or whatever the hell you want to do. Be a kid. Play a game. A game that doesn't have any consequences of life and death or destruction or anything. Can you at least do that much for me?
I can
Try to be a girl.
Yes. I will try to be more of a normal person. I don't think I'm ever going to not be a hero if I can avoid it. If I ever get tempted too much, I don't know what will happen, but I like to think that I would avoid temptation. But I want to try and erase some of the evil that my father has done.
There's other ways to do it too. Look around you. Although rehab area around here, it's filled with your dad's victims. Try to make their day a little better too, maybe. They don't get many visitors. Has been heroes. Nobody cares. They already forgotten most of these people's names. The only reason you remember mine is because I was the one that changed your path. You know, they don't have family, they don't have friends anymore. Their has-beens are washed up. They're waiting for death. Maybe find a way to make them a little happier too. Keep them remembered.
I think I will do that.
Good. Now get the hell out of here. I got stuff to do. And to be honest, you're bothering me today.
Well, you're just
A
becoming
ray of
more.
sunshine. Yes, yes, yes.
I was going to say more and more of a crotchety old man, but a ray of sunshine's funnier.
Yeah, well, get off my lawn. No, really, get off my lawn. Go away.
All right. She's going to leave, and I have to take a phone call.
All right. Do your thing. Step away. I think he's on call as always. Do you mind if we continue with you guys for a little bit? Molly and Leech?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's see here. Is it? I suppose I really haven't asked you guys this. Is there like a school activity that we haven't covered that you guys are interested in, like, seeing from the hero point of view or that kind of thing, or revisit or etc. Eventually, we're going to do some kind of school dance. I was thinking maybe some kind of sports event, cheering type of thing. What have I missed? What have we not experienced as high school teenagers yet?
Graduation.
That's the way I thought, man. Won't be in this campaign.
I don't honestly. I'm the wrong person to ask. I didn't have the typical high school experience. So all I know about high school is what I learned from watching television, literally. Roswell, Degrassi.
Alrighty then. It's a lot more boring than that, I think. But
You mean your high school didn't have aliens running around in it?
I won't say no. But...
Well, you live at a place called Marsville.
Next, I was just asking the other two. Given the myriad of high school teen experiences, is there anything we haven't done yet that you're interested in? Viewing through the lens of masks, that type of thing.
The only thing that we would consider would be, that I would, in my experience, would be some sort of event, a sports game, play, like a dance, like you guys mentioned before.
God damn it.
That's the only other things I can think of. Maybe some sort of fundraising event, something super boring that kids would hate to do.
Oh.
Okay,
Or could it be extra fun? And let's go there. Let's do that. That's an awesome idea. So, okay. Fundraising event. Let's say, non-coincidentally, this is... I saw that Leech has a idea forming.
Yeah. Well, it's not really fundraising, but it could be related to fundraising. Maybe it's for a scientific expo. Maybe we need to raise funds. Maybe Leech and Molly. Is Molly kind of sciencey nerdy a little bit? I kind of get that vibe. He what?
He plays the violin, so he's part of the band.
Oh, he's in the band.
I think he plays violin in the band. That's the.
So he's not sciencey nerdy though.
Yeah, he's definitely a nerdy geek. Yeah, I can't not play a nerdy geek.
So
you can only step so far outside the realm of the real.
Right. So what if Leech and Molly work together on a science project and they won at the school and now they have to take it to the state? But they have to raise funds to get there.
Is it a mashed potato volcano?
The size of a room.
With their intelligence, it's an actual.
It's an actual volcano, right? Magma and everything.
Interesting. All right. Okay. So the question is, and let's get Nixon on this.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, it could be a whole group project.
Yeah, let's make it a group project. What would you guys do to raise funds? I was going to originally suggest it'd be something, a fundraiser that suddenly the Violet Vanguard shows up for and helps to raise stuff type of situation. But this would be kind of a little telling if, oh, 4 guys are looking to go to state, and then 3 guys and 1 girl, and 3 guys and 1 girl superhero show up to boost sales. I wonder what's going on here.
The editor of the school paper is the only one paying attention to that crap.
That's true.
There's that.
So we have the normal options of bake sale, car wash, selling raffle tickets.
You can tell we all grew up in the 90s.
No kidding. Yeah, no
We grew up
kidding.
in the 80s and the 90s.
Cookies.
It's like GoFundMe.
right.
Back in the
Yeah,
day.
that actually never even occurred to me. Start a Kickstarter, GoFundMe.
As I was like,
Patreon.
It very much came up in the 80s and 90s where all of those TV tropes kind of formed.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's literally what I did as a Boy Scout. Selling wreaths and helping my sister sell Girl Scout cookies, and yeah, all of that.
The only fundraising we did was we had that thing every Christmas where we had they sold those random things. It was like tins of popcorn or like really bad cheese wheels or crackers.
Yeah.
Really bad cheese wheels.
I remember those.
What?
Yeah.
You guys didn't do like the candy bars with the local supporting business on the back of it to get some extra advertising?
That was after my time.
I did some of that for
Before
Boy
your
Scouts.
time.
I did some of that for Boy Scouts, and when I took band, my one high school experience was that I took band in high school for 1 year. It was first hour, and then after that, I left and I worked at McDonald's.
I'm not sure if that was good or bad, but hey, it was what it was.
It is what it was.
All right. So, what's your fundraiser to get to state with this science thing? And what is a science thing? Let's figure that out too.
Yeah. What is the science thing?
And remember, this is Halcyon City.
Right.
This is
So it's got to be pretty grandiose.
something interesting. Something out of the ordinary.
I just had to change my internal thinking because I kept thinking it's like from the point of view of superheroes. So it's like, well, we could prove that. It's like, no, nobody knows who we are.
Right. Right. We have to do this mundanely.
I don't know.
You guys are killing me. You got this.
I know. Killing myself.
How about a
The psychological effect of subharmonic noises.
or how about, let's see, something like computer programming? You just made an app.
Would that be in the science?
That's computer science.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be hard science.
It's probably
etc.
well. This also kind of shows my age. It's probably not just a science fair anymore. It's a STEM fair. So,
True. Okay, so we have an app.
all right. So we made an app, and our app is for what?
Let's see. You guys are killing me here. So you guys in high school?
Well,
I mean,
high schoolers.
would it be hero hookups? The HH. Let's see.
How about? I mean, it probably would have to be something to do with heroes, or maybe something completely not to do with heroes because it's oversaturated.
Ooh.
Because everybody's doing hero-related stuff. So you want to stand out, so you do something non-hero related.
But then does everybody do something non-hero related because they think they're going to stand out? And so by doing something hero related, you actually do stand out.
We either take the chance or we don't.
We've already run the local science fair, so it must be something awesome, one way or another.
Yeah. Let's say that it's an app that
Will warn you when superhero activity is going on so you can avoid that area.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
important stuff
way.
too.
It's ways for superhero damage.
Ways for superhero
Crowdsource.
damage.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a
Funny.
superhero support app, but it's like it tells you what superhero activities are going on, but it also gives you links to like superhero support groups of people who survived this carnage.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
wow.
great.
It gives
Okay.
you the closest like emergency department location.
Interesting. Well, that's
Of course,
cool. All right.
let's make a fortune.
Let's make a
Yeah.
fortune.
Yeah, why are we taking this to the fair? Somebody will steal it.
Hey, maybe this is where you guys make your big break. Who knows?
That's right.
All
They can
right,
steal it.
so-
We have prior art. We can prove it. All right. So
we're assuming Leech is the one that actually designed everything, like in the like the programming of it.
All right. So, like, how about like
Okay.
one of you does like the user interface, one does the, the GPS correlation stats. The other one does like,
like
like
the news feed stuff.
the newsfeed stuff. Brings that in. Yeah, so let's break that. So who wants to do what? We're not going to get too deep in this. Don't worry, we're not getting that much of on a tangent into this. But I just kind of want to get you guys a feel as to what's happening here.
We'll say that Leech worked on the news feed.
All right. How about Mali or Joshua? Or I'm sorry, not Joshua.
UI.
UI. Oh yeah, I guess
So,
Rudy then,
Jonas.
not Leech.
Yes, Rudy, Jonas, Natalie.
Natalie would do the. So Jonas is doing the UI.
You're left with like the GPS.
So I'll do the GPS. I like literally just ran down each street taking pictures as I went.
Oh
How
my
did you
gosh.
get these angles? Did you use a drone? Yes, I used a drone.
Yeah.
Super Google Street View.
Yeah.
Like, how did your camera go up the side of the building?
Trade secrets. It's copyrighted.
It's copyrighted. All right. So let's say you're at the local, I don't know, mall somewhere where there's heavy foot traffic. Are you selling like free versions of the app or something in order to
Yeah, maybe we can sell like discounted
versions,
yeah, discounted versions of the app.
How
And
much is our app?
let's say it's the app itself is free, but you have to unlock certain features, right? Because that's the way to do it now. That's the way we do it now with microtransactions.
Well, that is how we do it.
Transactions, yeah.
And it's so frustrating, but it is probably what you would do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What
Free.
part is free? That's just the alert saying something's happening, I would assume.
And where it
You
is.
get the alerts, but you have to pay if you want to get the alerts in an emergency fashion.
or to be really messed up, like do the you only get to the it only lists where the emergency shelter places are if you buy that special portion of the app.
Oh.
So, you'll know where they are, but if you want to be safe, it'll only cost you $5.99.
Oh man.
If you don't like having ads based on your location,
Okay, we've got to turn evil if we fucking do this. I'm sorry. That's just me.
I think we can come up with some reasonable ones. Like maybe to generate revenue, we put some ads in it, and one of the things is that you can buy an ad unlock. So that would
Agreed.
definitely be one way of generating revenue from it.
Um,
Something like maybe some of the GPS integrations of like finding your local hospitals and stuff, your local resources.
Yeah.
Physical resources is behind a paywall, but finding support groups is not. Because I think support groups and the alerts of the activity should be the core free features, right? Because otherwise the app is useless if you don't have
Agreed.
those two things.
I think possibly the news feed could be another one where you have different things. Like you could have a news feed that pops up like a ticker tape on the bottom of it, and then if you want to actually click the button to learn more about it, you have to add, pay a subscription fee.
Interesting. All right, well, that's a good start, I think. So, at the local mall, selling the app with like put out the codes out there, that kind of thing.
what
Yeah,
are we
it's-
calling it?
Huh?
Damn, I wasn't
Yeah.
going to ask that question.
Yeah, what's it called? Real quick. Last thing we want to know about it for the moment is what's it called?
You ruined it. I wasn't going to call it. I wasn't going to ask that question because I was thinking the same thing.
Let's call it Clash Finder.
Oh, good one.
Clash Finder.
Like a clash of the titans.
Yeah.
So like a Q, L, an at symbol, S, H, F, an eyeball,
It's not an S. It's going to be the money symbol.
Yeah, dollar sign.
NDR.
Oh my
Uh,
god. And that's when they went evil. Corporate capitalism does that to you. Excellent. All right.
We have food about to be delivered. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. All right. While Molly is taking a quick one,
We could actually integrate Wraith's sister into that as well, because if Wraith is going to be in there, his sister could be involved because she's all super social networky.
oh sure, that's awesome. I mean, that's how
Yeah.
maybe Wraith and her are working on like the social network platform of it. Like how like on Waze, it really works on people sharing their thing.
And that's another thing you can add on as a feature is a chat option.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's not leave. We won't leave Wraith out of this one, or Cage. Well, I want to call Kage every time I try to pronounce his name, but hey, it's all right.
But you caught yourself this time.
I know. I have to think about it. It hurts my brain. So yeah. All right. So while Molly is gone doing the thing right now, yeah. So you guys are at the mall selling your app, Clash Finder. You basically are giving out like little probably cards you had printed out from the school that gave you access to like the media room and that kind of thing, where you could get these like that light cardboard business card type paper and printouts of this. You guys had to use that big long that thing, that big razor to cut it, cut your own cards so they're not quite all even and stuff like that, but everyone has all the information. Just handing out the codes that gives you the original download of the app, and then they can do the microtransaction stuff from there. So lacking any real capital, this is like the best you can do. You get the free stuff from the school. Probably some people at the school have already gotten onto it. You guys are seeing a trickle of money. But this is
obviously we want to put it out there that this is a volunteer. We are not being paid to do this effort, and if you would like to support us,
Yes.
donate to us. We're taking this to state. We could make this really popular. Maybe help us out a little.
Yes. You don't have to tip, but the jar's there.
Excellent. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, the people are only actually too happy to take it. They kind of see the the usual thing. The people are coming into the mall, and it's actually probably the same mall you guys went up against Shane at. It's been rebuilt. This is one of the largest industries in Halcyon City is construction, because it has to be. So yeah, you guys, you're it's kind of weird because this is probably the same entrance you came in to when you originally did the thing. So it's a kind of a crappy deja vu. But yeah, people are they see it, it's like, oh wow, I mean, if they can have a hero hookup program, this is even smarter. I like this. They kind of take the cards. You might even have like a little laptop sitting there, showing like the the online stats for so account number 45268 or 84A has subscribed to this feature and that kind of thing. But yeah. So things are going well. People are actually it's a really great idea, actually, guys. So yeah, people are taking it. You probably even I'll bet you maybe the computer lab would have even loaned you like a large monitor to kind of show the app in action, like as they speak, type of thing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think it's killing me. I don't know what's going on. Whew. But yeah. So yeah, people are coming out, come past you, get the cards, you're actually seeing stats start to rack up. Again, you have your schoolmates have probably, popped on and spent a little of their their lunch money, etc., and subscribed to the product. It's because something that why didn't they think of this before? And let's see here. Let's see if the guys get back quick. I don't want to go too far without them. I know they're getting their feed.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we good. Okay. So yeah, you're kind of doing your thing, and it's it's about halfway through the time you expect it to be there. Is this like after school or on a weekend? I forget.
I don't think we established it, but we can say we're trying to do it as often as we can to raise as much money as we can. So let's say it's after school.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So it's after school. You're doing your thing. You're about halfway through. You want to give yourself enough time to get home, do schoolwork, and get actually sleep.
Mm.
And it's about halfway through that you actually see Clash
Finder.
Clash Finder. Thank you. That Clash Finder actually has a hit not too far away from where you guys are. And you see a just like what are the things right now in the, I suppose it's technically like a beta, I suppose. You see like a villain name pop up. Boop 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 boop. This one is Skyrocket, and
They just let us have one day. Just one day. That's all we ask.
Yep. So your own thing is showing up about 5 blocks away. Skyrocket, and it kind of since you guys automatically have all the features, you guys probably look at your own apps, press on it, and it comes up with like information on Skyrocket. And there's not much. It's like it's listed. He's listed as a teen villain. Like it shows a picture and basically see what basically like what maybe Iron Man looks like if he didn't have all the actual bodysuit. If he had just like all the armaments tied to his body, that's what Skyrocket looks like, and it's all about missiles and micro missiles and blowing things up. And it looks like sorry, it's at a something municipal. Let's say like a
Courthouse.
yeah, let's do a courthouse. Perfect. All right. Yeah, so it's at a courthouse, Skyrocket, and there's like just a message there saying "Hero on the way." Like someone has responded to it or updated it.
Hmm.
As you can see, everybody, our simulation here very, very intense. And we have it where the villain will come up and you see the location, and then the hero comes up. I mean, you guys programmed this, right? This is what's supposed to happen?
This is real time?
Yeah, real time.
This is real time?
Yeah.
Natalie's not the brightest tool or the sharpest tool in the shed by any means. So she assumed it was a simulation. You guys should have told me about this before.
No, this is not a video, Natalie. It's happening right now. This is just over there.
What are we gonna do? Everybody's already here.
Everybody's already
Is there a hero on the way already? It says there's a hero on the way already.
Does it say which hero's on the way?
It doesn't actually. Your people know that it's like something's going on, but they apparently didn't know enough to like enter a name or anything like that. But you do hear suddenly like boom, 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 like the in the windows, on the outside of the mall, kind of like they aren't going to shatter or anything, but it's definitely, you hear that kind of like that rattle in their frames. Again, this is Halcyon City. Shit's built to not just crumble at the first sign of danger. It's a little ways away. But yeah, there's still enough where there's like some reverberation, that kind of good stuff.
People haven't even stopped their shopping.
And they sure haven't. This is Wednesday, dude.
This is Wednesday.
In Halcyon City.
I love it.
let's
So Leech kind of Rudy pulls Natalie off to the side a little bit, and just kind of says really low, like, "Did you want to respond to that?"
no, no. We need to do this. This is our job here. If things get worse, maybe we can respond.
Okay, just making sure. It kind of seemed like you wanted to respond.
Maybe, but this is what we're doing.
Okay. All right, we're good to go. And then
Excellent.
we go back over to our table.
Yep. You hear like another, pop, 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 pop. Things are going as normal. Again, you're actually about 3/4 of the way through your cards already. People are just snapping them right up. You're seeing kind of the stats go up on your laptop's real-time readout of app activity, that kind of thing. And it's about, I don't know, another 5 minutes. Yep, hero down, hero down.
Mm.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Did we ever find out which hero it was?
No.
I'm going to text
Nightcrawler?
Night,
Not
night,
Nightcrawler.
not Nightcrawler. I wish I had Nightcrawler's number. My gosh, that guy's my hero.
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker, yes.
Jack the Night Stalker, yes.
I'm gonna text Night Stalker, and
You're actually about to hit the send button, and suddenly purple rain, purple
Nice.
rain. That's the best I could do. I don't do Prince imitations very well, obviously.
it's all right. It's
No,
all
he hated that too, so it's probably best you did.
So yeah, as you guys hear the song and like the thing comes up, he's like, you get a message. Kinetic Blue is down at the municipal courthouse. Go.
Kinetic Blue.
Kinetic Blue. Okay. Sorry, folks. Sorry. That stuff going on is
Getting far too close.
That's right. Our parents wanted us to come home if anything started, so we'll leave the rest of the cards over here. Tell all your friends. Thanks for coming. Awesome. Have a great day. Thank you.
What are you gonna do with all the computer equipment?
Very carefully.
So we had a laptop, a monitor.
Probably hotspot. That's really it.
Yeah. So we got a fold up dolly. We just stack it all up and we're good to go.
And skedaddle.
All right. We'll cut to you guys showing up on the scene. It looks like the side of the courthouse was blown up. There's like almost a perfectly circular entrance, like this perfectly controlled blast on the side. It basically on that side of the building there's this big like kind of like a you know how they had in municipal areas they had like those really shallow pools with the water fountain in the center.
Yeah,
this is one of those. So the water in actuality is like 1.5 feet deep, maybe. There's lots of pennies and stuff in there, and moms and dads let their kids play around in the crappy murky water at the edges of it, that kind of thing. But right now, as you guys arrive on scene, you see unmistakably Skyrocket. Basically, he's gone out that hole and is advancing on a downed hero. You've never actually heard of Kinetic Blue before, but what you see is you see like what's like if you can imagine like a big thick stone like throne like, you know, like if, I'm trying to think of what a like an equivalent would be, but it's like this very angular, heavy. This thing must weigh like 2 tons easy, and it's all blue, like some kind of blue marble or something like that. And it's this throne is laying on its back, and there's a person in there also dressed up in blue. Um, it's weird. You guys can actually see as you kind of like Mali probably as he has like a view at least somewhat overhead. It's weird. The costume that this person is wearing is all like clothes like with only a front, and they're like pressed to the throne. It's really weird. Like it's like there's just one side of the costume, and it kind of pastes itself or whatever up to that throne seat.
All right, guys, it's the
Um,
Borg.
there you go,
Kill him.
fucking Borg. But yeah, it's like it looks like it's there's probably a chip or two out of one of the sides of the throne, and there's just all kinds of debris there in that kind of waiting pool. Um, you know, as it looks like it exploded in, part of it exploded out again, and here's what we're left with. And next thing you know, you're about to face a let's see, enter battle against a dangerous foe. Is
Sweet.
that safe to say? Does anyone want to? Actually, let's figure out team first, and then you guys can assess situation or do whatever you want.
Sure.
Sound good? All right.
We're gonna head out. You got this, blue guy.
So okay, so for this battle, who is the leader?
Um, I think Mali has the best viewpoint, so probably best to throw him in lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, all right. Let's see. Okay, so you have one team so far. Does the leader have influence over every teammate? Actually, let me bring that up for the viewers. Yeah,
He's got it over me. So
Yeah, I have influence over
There.
Mixed Leech and Wraith.
Okay.
Is Wraith with us, or is he
we're
just?
gonna say Wraith is not with you guys. He had other family things to take care of. This is just a fundraiser. He probably would have kicked in to do, you know, oh, I'll do it solo, you know, over here another day if you
He's
guys
the
a
only one
break.
of us who never learned Java.
All right, so that's 2 team. Does everyone have the same purpose in the fight? I'm gonna assume yes. To stop Skyrocket.
To stop Skyrocket.
Does anyone mistrust the leader? Don't be shy.
No.
No reason to yet.
All right.
I haven't thrown either of these two.
Oh, there's that. Good job.
And it's fun for me, so we're good.
And I'm going to say you're not ill prepared or off balance, so we're going to keep it at 3 team.
All right.
Excellent. All right. So, who wants to? Does anyone want to assess, or are you going to go straight into it? What do you get? What's your plan, boys and gal?
Since I'm up high and have a better vantage point, I'll assess the situation.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll a superior, please.
Probably not the best person to do this, but
You're fine. Doing great. Full hit. Good job. All right. On a 10 plus, ask 2 of those questions.
Hmm. I would assume we're just using. Probably only need one of those questions.
say I would ask who here is most vulnerable to me, and I would also ask how can we best end this quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I will say, let's see, how we best end this quickly is, normally it would maybe be let him escape. However, it looks like from the scene and all that you're seeing right here, it's like, well, now that he's, you know, put this hero down pretty much, he has a vested interest in finishing this. So probably the best way to end this quickly is to exhaust his supply of munitions in some fashion.
Sweet.
Who wants to be the meat shield?
We happen to have one. All right. And the other one, what was the other question?
Who here is most vulnerable to me? I know it's like that's the other questions are like I can't think of which one here would apply.
Let's see here. Yeah, you go with that. Of course, of the people who are vulnerable, uh, in the situation you're looking at, you're not looking at, of course, like the downed hero. So yeah, it would have to be Skyrocket. So it's kind of like a crappy answer, but that's the best I got.
I know it's like it's a limited amount of answers.
Right.
Process of elimination. I think it's that guy approaching the one that's on the ground.
Excellent. All right, what do you guys do?
I know what I could.
I know we have in leader. You'll feel free to call out orders to your team.
Oh, yeah. I was actually planning on grabbing hold of the concrete around the fallen hero to support them and lift that up directly up out of the fight.
Okay, are you like a column underneath to like?
Yeah, just like grabbing the hunk of rock, the ground that they're laying upon, and ripping that up and moving it up out.
Okay, like I'm like a center. You want to like do like a column of stuff, or you want to have it basically in the air, like a couple stories up. You want to fly it away, or
Yeah, floating in the air, moving it right up.
all right. Okay, go ahead and let's call that a reshaping your environment. So go ahead and unleash.
Unleash the power.
Roll plus freak, please.
Unleash the Kraken.
Unleash the Kraken. You are the Kraken. FYI. All right. Okay. Good job. Good job so far. All right. Let's see here. On a hit, you do it. 7 to 9 mark condition, or the jam will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. So, which would you like, a condition, or should I show you how it's unstable or temporary?
I don't really want another condition, so yeah, just unstable or temporary.
Okay. I'll say
Sorry,
it
the zero
is.
falls off.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's unstable in the sense that like you're able to kind of like I'll say you did the whole thing with the column where you kind of it was like it almost looks like a Jenga tower as it's going up, kind of like ripping out of the ground and forcing itself upwards. And it is also a Jenga tower in the sense that you can't this thing can't really take too many hits, or now the poor guy who's now like 2 stories in the air will plummet 2 stories.
At least I know I have a future doing mining core samples.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't want this to take a hit, or maybe bad things might happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Since we're saying I'm the mute shield, I want to get in between the bad guy and the fallen hero and provoke him.
Oh, so right now they're not susceptible to you. You don't have any leverage over them, no influence, no nothing. So you'll have to do something to kind of prove to them that you're worth listening to.
All right, then we're
First.
going to directly engage.
All right.
You don't want to be provoked by me? I will give you a reason to be provoked.
That is fair.
So-
All right, go ahead and roll plus danger. Damn, you guys are rolling awesome today. All right, let's see. On a hit, trade blows. On a 7 to 9, pick 1.
I am going to surprise him.
Cool. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do your
Um,
engage that does this to them?
I am going to start glowing so he focuses on me.
Mhm.
But instead of glowing really brightly, I'm going to get real close up to him. The entire time I'm running up, I'm like just dragging my hands on the ground. So I'm running really low.
Mhm.
And when I get close to him, I'm going to turn my my brightness off completely. And then I'm just going to start chucking rocks right at him.
Oh, like you're ripping them straight out of the ground as you kind of
Yep.
cruise along. I see. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, you definitely do that. Go ahead and take a powerful blow, however. You do. It does connect with them. You see like some of the chunks like One actually kind of slams him straight in the shoulder. There's a couple arrows that you throw. There are these little micro missiles that start coming out, and suddenly they're just as they get within like 15 feet of him, they're just suddenly dirt.
Okay. So I'm going to use my never give up, never surrender. You take I'll throw it on there so we can see it. But when you take a powerful blow from someone far more powerful than you, use this move instead. Roll plus savior.
Gotcha.
On
For purposes of this, I'll call him far more powerful than you. But just as to clarify, that won't be like everyone you go up against.
Fair enough.
But yeah, let's do it. That's awesome. All right, and let's bring that. I'm gonna bring that up real quick. Let's see here. Next.
I've got to click it. I don't remember how to save it. How to show it. It says on a 7 to 9 market condition, you get an opportunity on opening against the attacker. You rally from the hit, and it inspires the team. Add one team to the pool, or you keep your attacker's attention.
Gotcha. All right. So
It doesn't say anything on a 10. So.
Gotcha. Let's see. Gonna hit you. Stand strong and choose one. So that yeah. So and 7 through 9, you get a condition. So basically, you risk getting a condition. So go ahead and you already did roll, did you?
Yeah. I rolled a 10.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So you don't take a condition. So on a 7 and 9 mark condition. So choose one from the list.
I want to do what I originally intended to do, and I'm going to keep my attacker's attention.
Okay, perfect.
I want him focused on me and nobody else.
That works. Yeah, so definitely you and the way that this will kind of take effect is basically one of the cool things about you having that ability where you kind of let off the light is that it's definitely distraction. However, when you're talking about a dude who launches missiles and stuff, you're the most awesomest target ever. Because you're basically, probably a heat source to some degree, and definitely have this distinguishing, you've basically marked yourself. You've painted yourself as a target. So he's, it's like, these little, what do you call it? Like shoulder mounted things, or just, flying off, etc., etc. Yeah, like do you when they come at you, do you hit them you actually punch the projectile as it comes and blows up in your fist?
I like to think I would knock them away. If one gets really close to me, I just catch it and explode it in my hand, and just I make it look like it's nothing.
All right, because you did so well, there won't be any collateral type stuff. But in the back of Molly's mind, all he sees is All right, awesome. Let's see. Leech, are you doing anything? What are you up to?
Yeah, Leech is going to drain the guy.
Awesome. Go ahead and directly engage.
Yeah.
Roll plus danger.
Cops are coming. Hurry us up.
Right. Ooh,
oh no!
Big ol' miss.
Yeah. So your tendrils kind of reach out. It's at a decent distance at this point. You really haven't closed on them at all. So the weird thing about your tendrils is, again, they sense that life force, and as they go past they go quite a ways out, and as they go past Nyx, you see him almost kind of want to do that U-turn and oh, it's so tasty, but it keeps on going, and it's just it just that hesitation is long enough for some software package on Skyrocket's equipment to see you as a threat and launch a couple micro missiles at you. So take a powerful blow.
Oh snap! All right, where am I? Take a powerful blow.
And also merit a mark potential for that 4. And for this 5.
Right. And for that 5.
That's 2 potential. Awesome. So this is one time you want to roll low, and good job.
That's right.
Perfect. All right. So how do you weather those blows, or how do you avoid them? What happens?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. Let's say that.
You can dodge them or whatever.
Well, I want to say that maybe um like I sense them with my tendrils. Like I can sense the wake that they create in the
Oh, sure,
air.
sure.
As like vibrations in the air. I sense them through my tendrils, so I sense them coming, so I'm able to dodge.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. By the way, for some reason, every time I think of your powers, I kind of envision what was that video game? The guy, the darkness guy has like the two, that kind of the demonic things that he controls. It's pretty cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely play that game if you haven't. Darkness 1 and Darkness 2. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so you do kind of like, I can imagine you doing like a capoeira type, side flip out of the way as they kind of zip on by.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
They probably hit the far side of the pool, like the far side of the actual pool, holding in the water. So like now like the water is starting to drain as it like blew up part of the other side. So the water is starting to like rush out of the area. Not like there was a lot. But yeah, awesome. So he's Skyrocket, as he does, launching volley here, micro missile there. He looks just straight up and at
Blue guy.
the blue guy, kinetic blue, and you see a big smile on his face. It does. You can see it from a distance away. He's a happy little camper, and he raises up his like fist, which has like the missile gauntlet around it, and
Can I defend that?
yes, yeah. How are you going to do so?
I'm literally going to try and catch them all before they get.
Oh, you're going to catch him? Awesome.
I'm going to try.
All right.
Just like Pokemon.
Just like I
catch 'em
gotta
all.
catch them all. Yeah. Very true in this situation. You got to catch them all. All right. So go ahead and roll plus saviors here. Ma'am, actually, sorry.
8.
Nix is a
Well,
ma'am.
The guy's rolling. Nix is doing the stuff.
All right. Let's see. So when you let's actually take a look at that. We haven't defended in a while. So when you defend someone or something, in this case, another hero, from immediate threat, roll plus savior. PC threats on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. Let's see. On a 7 to 9, it costs you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. So choose one. Choose one from the list first.
All right. So the influence would be over eccentric blue. I don't think that makes sense right now. He doesn't even know what the heck's going on. We'll add team to the pool.
Okay.
And I will. Or do you pick if it exposes myself or escalates the situation?
Yeah.
I think it's written.
Actually,
it's written as if Adam
I,
would pick.
Yeah, it is written as if you'd pick. So yeah, pick one.
So I would expose myself to danger.
All right. Let's see here. All right, I'm actually gonna as you basically you actually like literally pluck them out like.
Yeah, I'm literally jumping super high, plucking them literally out of the air. The idea would be eventually to either crush them or throw them right back at them. So,
Gotcha.
I assume I would have to do a different roll to do that.
Sure. So let's say for the moment after you kind of catch them, they fizzle out like the little engines on them. You hit the ground and you kind of see the Jenga tower tottering, but you successfully defended him though. But it's still there, and like you are realizing at this point that you're on munitions that are still primed and could go off any second. All right. So what's the rest of the team doing? Molly, I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still kind of floating above, getting that sky view?
Yeah. Where is everyone now? Right now.
I think Nyx is kind of like halfway, probably between Skyrocket and the Jenga Tower. Is that about right?
Sounds about right.
And Leech is probably still kind of at the back of the battle so far. Is my understanding.
Leech just did his whole, Neo dodging the bullets thing,
Yep,
dodging the missiles.
which is pretty
And,
awesome.
and Kinetic Blue is on top of the thing still.
The Jenga Tower, yep.
Okay.
Jenga Tower of Doom.
I will fly up there to grab Kinetic Blue.
All right. Yeah, you. Let's do. You know what? Let's make it a defend. Because this is the battle is ongoing. So go ahead and roll savior plus savior.
Eh,
All right. Do anyone
Nope,
want to
I
spend
want to
some
help.
team?
I want to help. I
Yeah.
want to help. I want to help.
Definitely spend that one extra team we just got.
Yes, I want to help.
All right. How's Leech gonna help?
Yeah, so Leech is going to let's see. You're flying towards Kinetic Blue, and let's say that the wind looks like it's about to gust. Maybe however you float yourself along, the wind is like right after Nyx's stuff made it kind of unstable. It starts to go, and I see it, I hold it up. I hold the tower up so that he doesn't fall off before you can get to him.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Describe what you do. So basically, you got a 7 in this case. So you keep the safe and choose one, and then do you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation as you're flying them out of there?
I will.
Are you gonna make the tower fall on me?
I will expose myself to danger.
You expose yourself to danger. All right.
Yeah.
As you get up there, you basically, I'm assuming you're just scooping Kinetic Blue out of the throne.
Or yeah, if I can.
Yeah, you absolutely can. So basically, you get up there. As you kind of put your arms underneath the form of Kinetic Blue, and it's unmistakably a her, and the kind of like the costume. Again, it's the weirdest thing. It's like it literally is just the front that's kind of like plastered to the seat, to the throne, and as you kind of do that, kind of like the the costume pulls itself to the side a little bit here and there. Underneath is like normal everyday clothes, but the body is limp. Um, as you kind of scoop her up and make your retreat, you're gonna basically Skyrocket was trying to attack that Jenga tower and keep going. So a couple of micro missiles hit. There's some shrapnel, like earthen shrapnel type of stuff. So go ahead and take a powerful blow real quick. Ooh, 9. All right. Let's see here. 9, choose one. So you can lash out verbally, give ground, or struggle past the pain. Which works for you?
I will struggle past the pain.
All right. What conditions are you going to mark?
Out of the 3 I have remaining,
Yes, those.
Oh, well, when you defended the guy, did you you could clear a condition then? Or did you add to the pool or take influence?
Yeah, did you do any of those? I didn't. Now that you mention it.
no, I did not take any of those.
All right. So do you want a clear condition?
Yeah.
All right. So take one condition then.
Yeah. Wait, no. Not there. All right. So yeah. Very
Okay.
angry and insecure.
All right. So you probably get clipped by a bit of your own tower, which is that kind of hurts you internally. That like your own elements are fighting you.
How dare you make me bleed my own blood?
Exactly. Exactly. Precisely. Um. But yeah. So as you guys are doing that, uh, the the Jenga tower basically is starting to collapse. It could go in any direction at this point. But so far, Leech was able to at least steady it, so it keeps its structure for the moment. It doesn't even take a lot of strength. So again, it's like the Jenga tower. It's like it's doesn't take much to kind of move it in one direction or another. So it's more a matter of smart pressure. Like, oh god, it's going a little this way. Okay, get over here. It's looking a little this way. Get over here, and that kind of thing. Um, in the
It's
distance,
physics. I know physics.
yeah,
Easy.
exactly. Um, Nyx, you're closest. Basically, you see a smoke suddenly erupt from Skyrocket. Like there's like it's almost at first glance it almost looks like one of his items malfunctioned on him or something like that. But it looks like it's actually he's generating a smoke screen. What do you do?
Tell everybody, hey, smoke screen, smoke screen. And what do I do? Hmm. I know that Leech knows physics. Do I know physics? Hmm.
No pressure. But actually there is pressure. Only a few more seconds.
All right. I am going to. What I want to do basically is I want to utilize my solar power and heat and light the area up enough to where his um, smoke will either evaporate or dissipate.
Okay. Definitely sounds like an unleash.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and roll a freak then, sir. Or ma'am. Excuse me, I keep forgetting Nick's girl.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Jeez.
I know it's unforgivable.
Unforgivable. I got a question. I have a passive move. They don't deserve forgiveness. When you accuse an enemy of being irredeemable, you can mark two conditions to take influence over you away from them, and also when you directly engage someone that has no influence over you, you can always choose one additional option. Do I have to call them irredeemable or make them feel irredeemable before I utilize that?
Let's take a look. I actually copied that to my cheat sheet. So let me see here. Yeah, you accuse an enemy of being irredeemable, so you have to in some way directly tell them that they're bad to the bone and they're going to stay that way.
Okay, fair enough. I will roll my freak. And I will just go crazy.
All right. All right, your light, yeah, it doesn't dissipate the smoke so much as it illuminates it to the degree where it's like the little particles that make up this smoke are not enough to keep this light from passing through it. You don't see Skyrocket directly, but you do see like a shadow of him as like the light shines off and onto the building, which of which he is in front of.
Yeah,
Uh,
so
and
the
he's
basic
trying
idea
to take off at the moment,
all right, the
like
basic
like
idea
a
is
rocket.
I put a sun right in front of him. So he's taking off.
Yeah, but he's trying to make a getaway at this point.
Um, go.
Okay.
Does anyone?
Leech is going to try one more time. Um, let's see. He's going to if I so I haven't successfully drained anyone yet.
You have?
Have I?
Oh yeah. Misty construction was.
No, I mean, today in this session.
Oh, in this session, correct. Yes, that's correct.
Could I mark a condition to kind of indicate that I'm using some of my own vitality, spending some of my own vitality to do something?
No. But I will say you can ask one of your teammates to mark a condition as you drain them, or a bystander. The choice is
Um,
yours.
I have no conditions, so if you want to utilize me, that's fine.
I don't either, which is why I was going to use myself.
Yeah, I'm going to say it definitely has to come from outside of you, or this power would be less meaningful, I think.
Okay. All right. Nix, can I borrow you? I think something like this would happen often enough that that phrase
Take what you need.
would have that meaning. All right. Thanks.
I will mark, by the way, angry because it pisses me off every time he uses it.
That's fair.
That's totally legit.
Yeah,
Then the shitty thing is, he actually feels kind of guilty about it. Obviously, not enough to mark a condition.
not enough to take a powerful blow, but you know,
Right. But like he can feel it because it's a little bit of an empathy thing. He can feel
Yeah.
your anger whenever he has to do it.
Sure. Awesome.
Okay, so I marked a condition.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'll allow you to follow up. Go ahead. What's your plan?
Cool. So he's trying to take off. I'm going to just run straight at him and tackle him to the ground and just drain him.
Okay.
Just completely unconscious.
Gotcha. All right. You're going to have to basically, as part of this, you're just gonna basically leap into the sky to get him, which you can do with this having just drained somebody. We'll say.
Right. Yeah.
So go ahead and let's directly engage.
Yeah. Basically tackling him out of the air in mid launch.
Well, this will kind of cover it all. Impacting with him, tackling him, draining him, whole nine yards.
Yeah, it makes sense that he would run faster if he drained my energy to be able to fly if he took Molly's.
He took me, it'd probably be to lose control of everything.
That would totally be a rogue moment, that's for sure.
Oh, yikes. Okay, this is not going well for Leech today.
All right. So you do your leaping bound, and by the way, I'm going to mark potential.
Yep.
Can we mark more than one team at a time?
Yes. Unfortunately, you don't have even if both of you help, there's not enough to take him over that 6 mark.
Oh well.
Yeah. Good thought. That's how I want you guys to think. So good try. Let's see here. So I'm going to say that you, whereas maybe you've taken vitality from Nyx before, it's always it like just kind of like Mali is kind of getting used to figuring out his abilities, how it feels to do this or that, how Nyx feels, how they can kind of control their speed or whatever. So when you temporarily have this extra boost, you have not had this time to, I wouldn't say master, because none of you have mastered your stuff yet.
Right, but I don't have any experience with it.
Yeah. This is like try number 5. So you're not quite
off boom and just shoot right past him.
Yeah. So I'm saying you're probably going to go right past him, like laughably so, like
oh yeah,
like you
yards wide.
Yeah, like you guys have enough time to lock gazes, and he probably smiles at you as he's rocketing away.
Oh, and Leech totally flips him off.
Yeah. And then Leech slams into the side of the building and tumbles down. So go ahead and take a powerful blow.
God bless America.
That was awesome, though. See, I see that this is so perfect. This is exactly what this game is all about. It's all like these teen superheroes. Ooh,
full hit. I think I have to pass out. I think I have to. I'm just slammed into a wall. I leapt head first into a wall.
At 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. We're going to say you remove yourself from the situation. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So, as I was kind of noting, it's like, this is so cool because this is what teen superheroes learning how to use their powers would look like. it's like again, this is again someone who has mastered like hitting the center of a target with an arrow from 50 feet away. They shot an arrow at that target 10,000 times.
Oh, at least, yeah.
And this is try 6.
Hmm.
With this. So yeah, so it's pretty awesome how it works out. So yeah, you slam into the side of the building. That's like the last thing you think is like oh no, oh shit, boom, and suddenly a flash of light that isn't coming from
Right.
Nyx this time.
Right. No kidding. Shit, I really fucked that up.
So all right, Mali, you're carrying kinetic blue. Nyx, what are you doing? As you see your buddy tumble to the ground, you want to? How about we let you? I'll give you the opportunity if you would like to pop over. Run up there and like catch him as he's falling
Yeah.
in a dramatic gesture, even though you're pissed off at him. Or you know what? I'll let you clear your anger if you let him hit the ground. If
Yeah.
you, I will let you clear your anger right now if you let him hit the ground, knowing
Can
full well that you could have caught him.
can I let him hit the ground and also go after Skyrocket?
No,
Just to like show me up.
no. Now I'm going to say that ship has sailed.
No, I wouldn't let him hit the ground. He was pretty high up, and I know what it's supposed to feel like, but I assume that hurt a lot.
God, yeah.
So
Yeah, you can be guaranteed.
I'll go catch him. Like inches from the ground. If he was still awake, he would be like face just right there at the ground.
Yeah. So like you thought about it, and then the last thing you're like, no, that's not how we do this.
I just had a lecture. I probably should take care of this.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, you catch him just before he hits the ground, and Mali, you're kind of everything is. I imagine like when Mali flies, because you're using like wind power, right? That
That
everything
was in
is.
the very beginning.
Yeah, that's how do you do it now? Is it anything changed in that sense?
I literally just glow now. I figured out that I didn't actually need the wind. I thought I needed the wind to fly, but I didn't need the wind.
Oh, cool.
So
You,
what's
you
what's
stole,
the
you
The
stole my
air was
bit.
always inside of me.
what's the element that you kind of exercise, or
Uh,
or do you just reshape
wind is the
reality?
one that wind is the one that does it the most.
Gotcha. But you're learning to reshape your reality is what you're saying. You don't have to rely on the elements,
Hmm.
which is cool. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Because that's what Nova's about. Is in the end, the Nova of the highest degree could just reshape the world around them. Like,
And I am slowly learning that fear.
yeah, yeah. You're the most like. I think Mali is the most like stressed out of all the heroes over their own stuff. It's like, oh, I'm not afraid of the combat. I'm afraid of what I'm going to do. Which is awesome because that's what Nova is all about. It's worrying about that power. So you
So
picked
he
the right
spends
playbook for
hours playing the violin like a fictional Nero.
that. While Halcyon City burns. All right. So yeah, you're floating up there, kinetic blue in your arms, and she looks up and her like just the wind at that altitude, a few stories up, is kind of blowing her costume away. You kind of see what look like normal, school clothes or whatever. Nothing strange, nothing whatever. And it's really weird because it's like if I were a hero, I'd like even in front of another hero, I try to like cover up my you know identity. But she does nothing of the sort. As she kind of groggily opens her eyes, she's like, "Who the heck are you?"
Don't freak out and don't look down.
All
At
right.
least until we're on the ground. I can't guarantee we'll keep both of us stable if you start wiggling.
Where her head just kind of stays like lean back, and she's like,
I actually was about to give my real name. I am Mali.
like, get me back to my throne. Is Skyrocket still around? Are we in danger? Is anyone in danger?
Skyrocket got away, right?
Yeah.
We are safe. Skyrocket got away.
you get me to my throne?
Yeah, what is that? Where
Just
do we leave it? Was it up on the top of the thing?
It was
Yeah.
on the top of the thing.
yeah. It's like, where is
So
it? Take me to it. Put me in it.
all right, I will. Hmm. I fly her up to the top of the little pillar of snow that's above us.
It's starting to creak. It's been a bit now, since it was originally erected.
I feel like I should put that back down in the ground.
Maybe like teamwork. Leech and Nyx can stabilize it while you slowly lower.
Leech is
Put
out.
everything back the way.
Oh right, yeah. Leech is out, not Leech. Maybe Nyx can stabilize it while Molly lowers it slowly.
I say you just kick it down to me and I'll just grab it.
Well, you don't know if the throne will break if it falls that far.
That's why I catch it.
She's like, quit dicking around.
We're trying to figure out how to do this exactly without you endangering yourself or anything like that. This is your throne. This is the stone pillar it's standing on. That's going
Yeah.
to be standing very much longer.
Well, you can see again, her head just kind of is laid back. She's obviously conscious, but she's not moving her head. She's like, you can kind of see her looking over with her eyes. She's like, okay, okay, hero. Just, you know what? Just trust me. Throw me up in the air.
You say that to the wrong person.
300 feet up.
I like this girl.
Okay, I'll throw her.
All right. So you,
Is she acting like she's paralyzed?
quite possibly, yes.
Okay.
So you throw her up, and her body is ragdoll limp.
Okay.
However, the throne lifts itself off of the thing and basically rises up in time with her to basically pillow soft catch her, and her as it kind of turns, you see the costume plaster itself back up against the chair. And again, this thing has no visible means of repulsion or anything, no sounds, no nothing. But the throne turns. You see kinetic blue up in the throne, hands on the sides, on the like the armrest of this big granite marble blue throne, and and is like perfect posture. Again, straight, razor straight.
Not gonna lie, that was really cool. Oh wait,
Yeah.
you're asleep. You can't hear me.
But yeah, she kind of calls out, and as she kind of the throne turns, surveys everything, actually goes like facing full down, in all directions almost to kind of get a bearings going on here. And it's like she's still nearby Molly in the air as she's kind of talking. She's like, "You guys really know how to make a mess."
That's
He
me.
did most of it.
Right
The
now,
rocket
Leech, you're starting to come out of it.
Oh really? Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, I wouldn't like try juggling right now or anything,
Right.
but yeah.
Yeah. So ow.
Yeah, police and construction services are already on the scene. What do you call it? Strangely, you guys do see what the heck? I'm forgetting people's names today. Night Stalker
Oh,
ends up being, shows up long enough to basically see what's going on and take care of the police. He kind of gives like the call off to you guys, like you're all taken care of, basically.
okay.
And he's quite obviously familiar with Leach's requirement, reporting requirement, so that is also taken into account here. He's done this before. He's basically called you off, and he's taking care of your obligation for you,
Okay. Cool.
etc.
Just give him a wave back, and is he dismissing us basically?
He's
Like saying
saying
you guys are good to go?
he's saying you guys are good to go. No need to stay
Okay.
around if you don't want to, type of thing.
Okay. Well, I want to go drown my defeat in pizza.
Where did kinetic blue go?
Still kind of hovering up in the air near you, about maybe 20 feet away, maybe.
Pizza?
I'm kind of fascinated by the chair.
Oh, so and Leech finally notices her. Like, oh, the chair.
She's
Hey,
like,
you're the right
she's
way
like,
around now.
it's a throne.
You're the right way around now.
Yes, queen.
uh, but she's like,
How does your chair fly? Excuse me. Sorry.
yeah,
I just took a big bad hit to the head. I flew into a wall. How does your throne fly?
it's kind of strange. It's like normal people would like sitting up in this throne would kind of look down at you and answer you. In her case, she stays completely exactly the same posture. The throne moves to do the movement, so the
Mm.
throne is looking at you, and she's like, "Let's just say I could crush you with my mind."
Okay.
And with that, we'll take a quick break. We're past our 8:30 Central Time break. I don't want anybody's bladder, etc., to explode, so please do your thing. I'll see you guys in 5.
All right. Cool.
All right, and we are back. All right, so before our regularly scheduled bathroom break, we kind of left our heroes. They're kind of dismissed from the courthouse attack, and they're left kind of hanging out with Kinetic Blue right now. And she kind of spins around looking at each of you guys in turn. And she's like, you kind of, again, this is Halcyon City, but people still take notice of this kind of thing. You guys are definitely getting pictures snapped of you, stuff's going up on Twitter, etc., etc. And she kind of like, I'm assuming you guys are approaching, so as you can all have like a conversation, or are you kind of keeping your distance, or what?
I'd say I'd approach.
Okay. Yeah, she'll kind of bring the throne down to ground level ish. And again, you guys kind of, again, it's quite obvious that she specifically is kind of pasted into place here. The throne is her movement. She's like, wait a second. Are you guys the Violet Vanguard?
You've heard of us? You recognize us by sight?
You're not
Oh
supposed to say that right away.
Shh. Sorry. This is new for me.
When someone asks if we're the Violet Vanguard, we say no.
No, we say yes.
Don't you guys?
Honestly, what gave it away?
She's like, "Oh, I've been following your exploits." She's like, "Sorry if I was a little perturbed back there. I don't like being separated from my throne. I don't like failing either. I've only been in the game for a few weeks now."
Failure's a good teacher.
Do you guys want to talk somewhere more private?
Oh, we have just the place.
First, maybe a few poses.
Yeah. Get the heroic pose done, and make sure they get your good side when they do their Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. She's like,
With your snap faces and your face chats.
your filters ors. My whole life is no filter, mofos.
Anybody who takes a picture of us is automatically filtered purple.
Yeah. Ironically, I suppose. Yeah, you probably would have like Wraith's sister probably has like a what do they call it? It's like the overlay. Put the purple Vanguard overlay on your
oh
your
yeah, like a
Facebook.
Snapchat overlay or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. The ones on Facebook, yeah.
that kind of thing.
Definitely.
So there's probably such a thing
with
out there.
Leech right in the middle.
Maybe there's some that's got like chibi versions of us all, and
Oh, I definitely want a chibi
Oh,
next.
yeah.
Yes.
A what?
I want a pop vinyl toy.
oh man,
I don't know what a chibi is. What the hell is a chibi?
We're talking about. Oh my god, chibis, really?
chibi. It's a style. Let's see.
The big head, small body. And
Oh yeah, they're
huge eyes.
Funko
Yeah.
things. Gotcha.
Yeah, those are pop vinyl ones, but chibi.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, she's like is she kind of again when I move my head, her throne is moving, and she's like, is Wraith all right?
He has just had some family stuff.
Like, oh yeah, of course. I just like I said, I'm sorry I was short with you guys before. I don't like failing. It's not my thing.
I get that. It's all good. We're good.
I think she is doing a little more than just checking in on us. If she specifically asked for Wraith.
She's like, she looks towards Leech, and she's like, are you okay? You got hit almost as hard as I did.
My head hurts. It's nothing that some froyo won't fix, and maybe a visit to the ER.
I've told you multiple times you can't just go bounding when you take my energy like that. You need to ease into it.
But it's just so much fun.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Okay, I don't even know. All right, so she's like, so where are we going then?
You like Froyo?
What's Froyo?
Oh, so well, hold on.
Froyo?
I don't know if we can take her now.
I don't get out. I don't get out much.
Frozen yogurt, ice cream.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, we're going now. We're gonna get you so froyoed up, you won't know what to do with yourself.
Well, I'll see it to myself later. Right? Why don't you guys lay down? I'll follow.
All right. We make it to our hideout.
Actually bringing her to the hideout?
Yeah, that's a bold move for meeting one.
That's why I was like, are we actually taking her to the hideout?
Do we know
I thought
you?
I thought we were taking her to Pinkberry.
Oh, well, I'm okay with Pinkberry too.
Like a real Pinkberry instead of
A real
the
Pinkberry.
hideout Pinkberry.
Maybe we want to go in our civilian clothes, though? Or do we want to go as superheroes and mob the Pinkberry?
Does she know who we are? We're none of us are really are. Didn't we establish that we were all keeping our identities secret or separate?
Yeah, you guys are secret identities, all of you,
But I mean,
except for
Molly already,
Leech, which in only certain circles people are aware. But otherwise, yeah, you guys have secret identities, totally separate.
didn't Molly already see what she looked like though?
Yeah. So?
Fair enough. I assumed we were just going to go there and try and get free Froyo.
We could do that too.
We're totally doing the shawarma scene in Avengers.
Sure.
This is just Bill assuming, not dictating. If you have other ideas, I'm open to other ideas. Yeah, we can just go to regular Pinkberry in our uniforms. I'm down.
I was just going to ask, like, are we actually revealing ourselves to her? Does she know who we are?
No, let's keep it secret.
No.
She's kind of looking from, again, looking, meaning the throne is looking to each of you. She's like,
we're doing a little huddle over here.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to graduate from high school before I find out what Froyo is.
Oh, did you take a half year?
She's quickly becoming not amused again.
This one has no sense of humor. Let's go to the Pinkberry on Jefferson.
Okay.
Not on Fifth.
I could just imagine you guys taking her to the hideout, and Wraith gets the text. He's like, "You fucking what?"
We thought it was cool.
That's right. That's right.
So
Right.
we
So you guys
zip around.
You guys are sitting at a Pinkberry at this point.
Yes.
Was she able to fit through the doors?
No,
How big is that throne?
it's huge.
Okay.
Again, it's like I'll have to, if you can imagine like the dimensions of like at the Lincoln Memorial, Lincoln sitting in that throne. We're talking the same dimension, not the size, but if the relative size. With like the armrests are like this wide, and they're big. It's one big, looks like it's carved out of one big thing of rock, basically.
Well, see, that one was the one that was picked because it has an outdoor eating area.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's not going there. Yeah, but she kind of lowers herself down into like the eating area. They actually move one of the big, those big parasol tables out of the way.
Didn't we come here to have a private conversation?
Yeah. More private, I suppose,
kind
than like all the police and everybody looking over you.
It's like the big
For the moment, yeah.
It happens all the time. It's Halcyon City. All the time.
Us in costume.
Yeah. There's probably like Costume Tuesday where like, okay, come in super costume and get 20% off. You're like,
It's probably just no big deal. There are probably just There are probably a couple supers over in a booth over there.
Yeah. Molly's like, I have my punch card.
I get a free one after this.
Oh man, you know
Does
the
the
best.
policy still stand if we change the colors of our uniforms?
Yeah. So the Violet Vanguard came in and the Yellow Vanguard came in. You're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling anybody. Yes. So yeah, you guys are there's like it's kind of like the thing with famous people in Los Angeles. You have the onlookers and the the starers, but you also have those people who are like trying to respectfully give you some kind of time, that kind of thing. So there's the closest people are several tables away. You guys have relative silent, relative what's wrong, like privacy ish, but yeah, we still have the starers and etc.
Okay.
She's like, so it's just kind of a smooth looking ice cream.
Hold on. My ice cream is like an experience. It's literally a giant sundae every time. It's pretty much every flavor they have available with all the toppings, and I make it just giddy every time I get it. So I'm just like, shh.
Wait until you try gelato.
And I start eating it, and then I'm like, you may have one bite of my froyo.
She's like, actually, I'll probably just try myself later.
Just grabs it. Quite possibly the most animated you had seen Nyx the whole time.
I imagine that Nyx is very much kind of like the pretender, like, oh, what's Play-Doh? What's we didn't have this as I was growing up, What's Pez?
What is this Lincoln log?
But yeah, so you guys are sitting there. This big throne is taking this massive amount of room. Again, they had to move a whole other table just to fit you guys in. And she's like, so yeah, thanks again for coming to my rescue back there.
Yeah. How did he manage to get you? What
Uh,
happened?
I'm too busy looking for what's coming at me, and I didn't think that maybe he had like a delayed charge type of thing. He actually launched some micro missiles into the ground in front of me, and I passed them up. They didn't go off, but they weren't supposed to till I was over them. Next thing you know, concussive blast, and I'm doing cartwheels in my throne. And next thing I know, Molly is picking me up.
Yeah, you are smushed pretty good into your throne.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wasn't entirely sure how the throne and you worked. I thought you were being held prisoner.
That's kind of what I thought.
like, years ago that might have upset me to hear that, but all right. So let's just put it out there. I'm quadriplegic. I can't
Okay.
move. I can't move myself, but I also have telekinesis.
It seems like that makes up for it.
You can tell by the sudden look on her face that was like the fucking wrong thing to say.
Yeah.
She's heard it before. She let it go. But it's kind of like yeah. But she's like,
Really, dumbass. Really, you want to say that? Okay.
he's
All right.
he's like, I can only move. I don't have a lot of control on little things. I need to manipulate big things. Hence my throne. It's like that's why I'm not eating with you today. I'd slam the thing into my face or fling it over my shoulder if I tried to eat any of that right now.
Slamming in your face is the perfect way to get the froyo in there.
Just make sure you start with a really big bowl.
Gotta be
That way
really
you
big.
can't miss.
She does laugh at that. Like, all right, good one. Like,
Just not my bowl. Get your own bowl.
it's like I think I'll skip that, but I'm definitely gonna try some froyo soon. I appreciate it very much.
So Granted, I'm not there often, but I've never seen you at the high school. Are you homeschooled, or do you go to a private school?
It's like,
How many high schools are there in Halcyon City?
here's a good number.
Because
24.
there's 24 of them. That's a few. So, I mean, it's possible we probably aren't in the same
Or
district.
which school do you go to if you're not in our district?
It's like, so, like, telling you that would kind of negate me having, like, a secret identity. You know, if I told you too much. Do you understand how that works?
Well, if you want to.
Yes. I mean,
So,
you
so,
pretty much know who I am, and I show her my hands.
like, I know your hero names. Leech, Nikes, and Mali.
Wow. I say with the mouth full of froyo. Wow, we're at Nyx in your chair.
Funny. Funny. Nope. Kinetic blue. Blue. Telekinetic. You see how that goes. And it's the throne. I can't even stress that enough.
Were you actually at the bank when Skyrocket attacked? Or did you hear about the attack and come to it?
It was
I heard about it. There's this new app actually. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
snort into the froyo.
I fully expected her to say a different name of a different app.
Oh yeah, I totally.
The
I want her to.
competing app, no. But yeah, I'm able to, you know, I can access different things different ways. She's like, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for coming to my rescue there. I don't ever consider myself a damsel in distress, but I'm not gonna pass up help when I need it either. So I needed it. And you guys were there, and I appreciate it. I'll remember that.
Hey,
Well,
anytime.
yeah, anytime you need help, we're here. That's what we do.
And I
He's
promise
like,
next time not to separate you from your chair.
thank you.
Throne.
Throne.
Yeah, she was about to let that go by, but yeah, she appreciates the peanut gallery backing her up.
We're throwing froyo at him. Throne. Jay's get it right.
Wait, raisins are your least favorite, so I'm throwing you my raisins.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Would not wish that upon my worst enemy at all.
So she's like, so it's not like I want to join your team or anything. I don't. I like being the lone wolf, but you know, I'll give you my number if you ever need my help. I'd be happy to be there for you.
Cool.
Same.
Yeah, she reads
Yeah,
off.
so-
She reads off
Yeah.
a number. 555. Blah 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 blah.
Can you get texts?
Yes.
All right, so I think all of us just start sending her a text with our numbers, or I do, my super number.
Yeah, you don't hear anything, you know, like to indicate that she's receiving anything. But yeah, she's like, all right, yeah, I'll take a look at it later.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, yeah. So just thanks.
Sure.
Like,
No problem.
you're the first actual. I'm assuming you're high school heroes that I've run into. I've run into kind of grown ups, but you're the first of my own age.
Mhm.
How's it feel? Do they treat you like second class citizens like they do me?
Sometimes.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
We're kids. We're not good enough, etc. We don't have full control over our powers. We cause too much collateral damage.
We almost killed those people. I mean, it's little things.
It's like, yeah, it's like they think we're made of glass or something too, right?
Well, there
Right.
is that one hero that is made of glass, but other than him,
Other than him,
Nice one.
other than Glass Cannon, everybody else is fine.
Glass cannon. That's awesome.
perfect.
She's like, well, it's good that they're not singling me out. I just want to be treated like every other hero, and I think I have been. It sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
in our experience.
It's like, does does it feel good? I mean, it feels good to me to kind of get out there and do stuff. Does it feel like you're making a difference? I've only been doing this a little while, like I said.
Certainly making a difference in our GPA.
Oh, there is
Yours,
that.
maybe. Mine's fine.
Huh? Like,
This is the first time I've had a GPA, so I don't really know if it's bad or good.
What?
he's like, yeah,
But yeah. That's I I won't say what I used to be called, but I used to be a villain. Actually, I come from a family of villains, and I switched sides. I got tired of it, and I switched sides. I find it really rewarding, actually.
yeah. Like, did you find being a villain rewarding at the time?
No, no, not really.
It's just a thing. The thing you did.
It was the thing I did. It was the thing that I did because it was what I was told to do, not because I wanted to do it.
Sometimes following what your family is wanting you to do and telling you to do is not always the best policy.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think we're on the right road then. Did they give you guys a sponsor? I kind of dodged that whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Who's your
Uh,
sponsor?
as part of Wraith's legacy, Night Stalker.
Oh,
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker.
Huh?
Night Switcher.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he was at the sea. I see.
hmm
It's
Yep.
like, I've seen this before. It's like, if he was already there, why didn't he help? Or does he time himself to show up just too late?
Thank you.
Right?
It's like, what is
Yeah.
he doing?
Why
I
did?
think sometimes he just finds it funny to watch us fail.
But he actually let Skyrocket get away. That's the thing.
Exactly.
He was standing right there. He could have stopped Skyrocket and then told us off, and for doing terribly, and he had to clean up after us. I mean, he's bitter enough as it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, adults don't quite know what they're doing too much either, do they?
This one, no.
This one, not so much.
Or he does know, and he's just really evil. We just haven't figured it out yet.
We just haven't figured it out yet. Like, yeah, he's on their side. He's like, oh, I'll just throw the weak ones at him and keep the real heroes away, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You can deal with a couple teenagers, can't you?
That is the final hook, and you just
Yeah, the
revealed
final hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all working for supervillains.
Yes, the most evil of villains, a government bureaucrat.
Yes, as awesome as that could be. It's awful and awesome. Yeah, so she's like, yeah, I think they have something to learn too. Contrary to popular belief, they don't know it all.
That's the truth.
So, like, when you change, does the chair come out of nowhere?
Grown.
She's
Throne.
thrown. Yeah, you can see her like that the little tick in the corner of her eye. Like, no, it doesn't come out of nowhere. It's not magical. It's science. It's telekinesis. She sees the irony of her words. No, it doesn't come from nowhere. It's real. And she's like, if you touch it, you'll find out how hard it is. Like, it's my shield, it's my weapon, and it's generally nearby when I need it, or I try to keep it nearby me.
Have you
In
thought
like
how
a
you turn it into,
warehouse.
like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you keep it out of sight?
Really, guys?
Well, I mean,
Really?
it's
Why don't you
so
ask me
big.
my address? But hey, let's go home. Let's have
I mean,
some dinner at Kinetic Blue's house. Let's just go on over. Everybody knows where Kinetic Blue lives.
that's not at all what I meant. All I meant was, how do you said you often have it near you, so how do you keep it out of sight?
I don't know you. This is not. She's like the thing actually
Are you
swivels.
like,
This thing actually swivels over towards like Molly, who seems to be like getting it here, and so like the throne like. So she's like, I am not going to be giving you any secret identity information on our first encounter together.
I just want to know, like, do you have dimensional engineering technology? Are you like Doctor Who, that you can put it inside of something so small, or you can shrink it down?
She's like, you know what? This has been fun.
This has been
You have my number. Thank you for the introduction to Froyo. I'll try it later.
I immediately start texting her different flavor combinations of Froyo. Like these are
Of
my
course.
favorites, top to bottom.
And
gonna
she
put
she
her in
her throne starts levitating and to the nearby people she's like, and no leech, I will not go on a date with you. And then just
Ah,
zips away.
man.
Did you ask her on a date?
Everyone immediately like, the Twitter sphere is like, Leech and purple and blue are coming closer together more than ever. It's hashtag heroes in love, hashtag midnight rendezvous, hashtag you have, was it hashtag super insurance for that? Blah blah blah.
Interesting.
So she's an entrepreneur. She knows what she's doing.
I'm curious now how she got away from having a sponsor.
Wasn't that forced on us?
Well, it's forced on me.
Yeah, theoretically, it was part of the entire what do you call it? The foster slash halfway house
the halfway
situation.
home.
However, yes, there are generally they do try to hook you up with like, it's almost like junior achievement. They send like a business person to hang out with you. Same deal. They like it's like hey, it's good to have some guidance, so let's give them the opportunity at least. So yeah, generally there's this informal thing where you get paired up with somebody. With you guys, it's not informal because it's a legal type proceeding. So you guys are the exception to the rule, but yeah. She's
All
like, from the crowd of like onlookers and gawkers, you hear, "Go for it, Leech! Go for it!"
No, the lady said no. The lady said no. It's okay. It's all good.
Cool.
You're too good for her anyway. It's fine.
That's not fair to her. Hey,
She wouldn't even tell us how her throne looked or where she kept it.
I pushed her too hard. I shouldn't have pushed too hard. It's fine.
It's fine.
Fine. I'll text her later and apologize.
You know what? I'll get the Froyo this time. Seeing as mine was like $20 easy.
Funny. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you have all this extra. It's like kind of like the superhero that burns all the calories just to keep up with their metabolism.
Right.
I can totally see that. You like do the food challenges as like a light lunch or a snack type of thing. You're like, oh my god, you ate the 18-pound burrito. She ate the 18-pound burrito. You haven't seen anything until you've seen a petite little lady put away a 18-pound burrito.
Right. Eat the 4-pound steak and or whatever, and 3 potatoes.
Yeah, baked potato, the Texas toast, the dessert.
She's got all of the T-shirts from all of the restaurants, all of the eating challenges.
Yeah, I suppose I never thought of that. That's pretty hilarious, actually. Oh my goodness. Yeah, can you imagine? You'd almost be sponsored if she was to do that in costume.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
One of the things with her parents is like to go to places completely outside of the state to take her to crazy food things. Oh, I bet you can't eat this, 7-pound pizza in like under 30 minutes. Order 2.
Or drink tea. Nice. Cool. All right. So yeah, you guys are eating your froyo. Let's jump to. I'm trying to think of what we haven't done much of yet lately. I wish Wraith were here. I'd like to get in with his family for a little family time. What we do
we
like
haven't really done much with Molly's family lately.
Molly and
Molly's
their
grandmother
grandma and
My
aunts.
family's mostly boring.
and her auntie, his aunties.
yeah. Do you guys want to? How about Grandma's invited the team over for dinner?
Ooh,
Has that
super
happened?
friends.
Has that happened before?
Has it, Molly?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say before. Is like my grandma is like, she invites them over for dinner every time.
Hmm. Yeah, I imagine Leech is over quite often.
And so yeah, we'll assume that it doesn't even have a problem with Grandma knowing your real identities, etc.
I mean, it would almost be completely unfair if she didn't.
I would agree.
Well,
She'd
she
probably be fine with you sitting there with in your costumes,
yeah,
without
there's
saying
that
a
too.
single thing.
She's like, nobody even really takes notice, you know. Hey, just do it. Makes you feel good, you know. She's probably I get the vibe I get from her. She's the grandma that becomes everybody's grandma when they come over.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Just
You
call
know.
her grandma at this point.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Grandma Noble.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So I think we do the kind of the group dinner happens like most nights. That Grandma and the aunties take care of, and for the most part, in the apartment complex that you and her live in. Pardon me. And yeah, the people are coming and going with stuff. You know, they're kind of bringing food or bringing stuff to be prepared, or kind of bringing stuff out for people maybe who can't make it down there, that kind of stuff. But it's this like big communal, you know, for lack of a better word, like a tribe almost, in the sense of, you know, this is all one extended family that comes together. That's it. At least that's the feeling I got from the other interactions.
Hmm.
Does that seem about right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly how it is. Like they take up several floors of the apartment building,
Hmm.
and everyone just kind of knows exactly where everyone else is and what everyone else is doing. And there's always communal food.
Hmm.
They take it in turns around.
So I think probably we wouldn't be wearing our uniform or our costumes at that point, since it would be people from other families coming in as well during this time frame.
Hmm.
Okay.
Gotcha. You're in your civvies, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
Well, even if you were sitting there in the costumes and everything, nobody would say anything.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's Halcyon
Yeah.
City. It's not a terribly uncommon occurrence, I guess.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, come in and you know, like all good grandmas who do make food, they want you to eat, eat, eat. So like when she sees Nyx coming towards her, Natalie, she's like, oh, her eyes are so big, like, oh yes, we have hit the mother lode. Oh,
That's awesome.
oh yeah,
Present
that's
to
what
you in the
grandma
middle of luck
likes.
pancake morning.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and yeah, it's almost like there's that little tiny bit of hurt in Molly as Granny Rush passes Molly to get to kind of put her arm around Nyx and rush her in.
Come, eat it all.
Yes, yeah. So things are already, you know, it's like this, you know, the meal happens in the space of several hours. So like there's like, you know, food coming to the table being devoured, and then other plates take over, other stuff's being
Mhm.
shuttled out to people who can't get down there, etc., etc. So this is like this one big long smorgasbord of wonder here. And Granny's like, you know, kind of motions to all of you, have a seat, have a seat. I'm sure you've been having a busy day.
I already have a plate in hand and sit down.
Yeah. All the aunties are kind of hoping that Natalie will, you know, find a boyfriend and one of their kids. So that's why they're happy. They're happy to see Natalie come by. And it's all, yeah, again, it's all kind of like a big. I won't say it's not a clusterfuck because it's organization here, but there's mobs of people coming in and out and talking and commuting and
It's
going,
it's
and
it's organized
it's
chaos.
organized chaos. That's the perfect way to put it. Exactly. But yeah, you guys are welcome in, and Granny immediately, oh, make a plate, make 2 plates, blah blah blah, brings you guys in, and she's
Make
like,
some of the fry bread.
have some fry, right? Yeah,
Gotta have fry bread.
yeah, and she's like, oh, you'll love this. She's like, and for dessert, she goes over to like the freezer, and she brings out this like kind of like not a vat, but like kind of like a tall like kettle of stuff. She's like, I'm trying to make froyo. And it looks nothing like froyo. It's like your mama's idea of what McDonald's food looks like. It's like who's the comedian? Is like, well, I think it actually was what's his
It was Eddie
face.
Murphy.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. It's like, no, you're gonna get the house burger, with the green pepper and the onion in the meat and everything. So that's their version. This is like Granny's version of froyo is not froyo. She apparently does not understand what froyo is, but damned if she's not gonna give it her damn best to try.
She just dumped yogurt out of the carton and stuck it in the freezer.
I eat it up like crazy though.
She made frozen cheesecake bars without realizing it.
Right.
And she's like, when Leech takes a seat, she's like, she kind of comes over to Leech and kind of, leans down and whispers in his ear. It's like, doesn't make you less a man if you're hurt. Can I get you a special compress?
Yes, please. This really does hurt, actually.
Yeah, as you ate the froyo before, you weren't like brain freeze or concussion. Don't know. But yeah, she brings you out like a cold compress with some kind of stuff in it. It smells maybe like sandalwood-ish or something. But there's something in there. Then she kind of basically like wraps it around your head like a bandana, and like just keep it there. Don't touch it. You'll stain your fingers.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
And she's like, "Let me know. I'll get you your next plate. Just tell me what you want."
Okay, I'm good for now. Thanks.
And I actually have a question for this. Is a question for Leech. So, has he ever experienced this? The like family, the communal like. I suppose actually you had that family around you, his cousins and extended family. But was it ever like they're looking out for you, they're backing you up, they want you to feel good, they want to take care of you a little bit? Does he get a rise out of this because it's like this is what families should have been like, type of thing, or is this an alien thing to him, or what?
No, his family was pretty caring. Like he misses his family. He doesn't like the way that they acted. He doesn't like what they did for an occupation. But no, he was loved, and he misses his family. So this is I was kind of just thinking this actually a little bit ago that if this actually happens regularly, then Leech is probably going to maybe adopt Molly as a brother if they can work past their completely and totally white supremacist, ignorant, racist, douchebaggy comment.
It was one comment so long ago now. Even a teenager can only carry a grudge for so long, I'm sure. No, they really can.
Open mouth disease, yes.
But yeah, so that's I had actually been thinking about that. So yeah, glad you asked.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's kind of just a nice experience. Again, it's like everyone. This is all about support here, not about judgment or anything. It's people looking out, for everyone else. And it's kind of cool. You guys get the feeling that's like these people are heroes too. There's a whole bunch of people who maybe they have been depressed or alone or feeling a sense of, you know, not belonging, and here there's this environment where these heroes, who don't wear capes or masks, kind of make at least these 3 floors a better place,
Mm-hmm.
type of thing. So it's kind of nice. If there was a Fortress of Solitude, this might be it, type of thing, where you feel good.
Right. Yeah.
Not to say that the hideout isn't awesome and everything, but this is like what kids would want growing up, I suppose. Molly got lucky.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, it's a completely alien concept for Nyx when she first started it. So
It's like they don't want anything from me. It's like they do make you guys do dishes and stuff. This is not free. You guys are part of the community, so you're doing dishes or something. And maybe even like, I would imagine that Granny's trying to teach Nyx how to cook because she's never, ever, 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 ever had to, or been
Oh
allowed
yeah.
to, or had the opportunity to, you know?
probably I'm more than likely horrible at it.
Yeah, like, she can burn water, type of thing.
Yeah.
But Granny is not giving up, nor are the ants. So yeah, you give
I'm
me.
great at microwaving. I can just microwave. Other than that,
Yeah, can you make this
no.
popcorn for me? No. But yeah, again, in addition to that whole feeling of acceptance, whatnot, uh, you guys are part of this community. So community participates. So yeah, so you're doing
Right. Yeah.
dishes, you're helping to cook, you're bringing stuff up to like the old people who can't make it down comfortably.
Mhm.
And I can imagine, having, they keep you up there for a little while with the conversations, and, want to talk to somebody, and, it's like, you guys have an opportunity to contribute, which feels good.
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe Leech started coming over to so that he wouldn't have to cook for himself at the house or buy dinner or whatever. Uh only to have to turn around and actually start to kind of enjoy doing that kind of stuff, and because he's being back part of the family thing again, he doesn't mind doing it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, totally, just right on track with you.
Yeah. So I'll actually let each of you clear a condition for participating in this.
Sweet.
Don't expect this every time, but this is like, but this is definitely. Actually, you know what? I'm almost
It's
tempted.
sort of like a global comfort.
Well, I actually want to say that this is quick. This could become a custom move for you guys.
Okay. Okay.
It's not yet, but
Right.
let me think about that. But there are such things as custom moves, and this is a great idea for one. Again,
Yeah.
It's Molly's background, so I'm not going to push it on him. But if this
Yeah,
is something that
definitely do it.
was that
I could definitely, yeah, that would definitely be a move.
cool, awesome. Oh yeah, okay. So
Awesome.
let's look at. But for right now, clear condition. Doesn't matter which one.
Cool.
Cool. So I don't have much of anything for you guys this session yet. Did you guys? Was there anything special you guys wanted to do?
Um, no, I was just having fun sitting here role playing dinner. Does that make me terribly boring?
No, I mean, I don't. To be credit, this is just this is a Scott thing. I don't. Anytime I hear about like, yeah, I played D&D and we spent an entire 5-hour session like trying on clothes at the nearby shop. I'm like, you wasted your session. It was a waste. What are you thinking? I'm that guy. However, this is kind of nice.
Because I'm totally the kind of person who will spend the 4 or 5 hour session shopping. I think I have done.
you need to have the right accessories for the right
That's
armor
right.
and weaponry.
Absolutely.
I mean, it just
Absolutely.
doesn't work otherwise.
Absolutely. Awesome.
I don't know. Check in on our sales for our app. Other than that,
Oh yeah, maybe we
Cool.
can.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna let's check next session, and we'll see if you guys are making it to state.
Cool.
all
All right. So
Yeah,
why
sounds
don't we do end of session moves real
right.
quick? So let's start. Let's see. Let's start with Nyx first. Have you grown close to the team, into an image of yourself, or away from the team?
I'd like to think I went closer to the team.
Okay. Who made you feel most welcome?
Ironically, I'm going to go with Leech on this one for um, draining my powers and then slamming into a wall.
Reminding you of how far you've come.
Reminding me of how much I need to also help my team as well.
That's awesome. All right.
Not just
Oh,
help other
wow.
people. I need to help my team as well.
Okay. Does
That is
does does Leech have influence over you?
He
I
does.
do,
Okay.
yeah.
So go ahead and switch his labels.
Her
Or actually, I'm
labels.
sorry. No, it was explain, make film. Okay. See, yeah, because you already have influence, you switched her labels, and
Right.
Nick's either clear a condition or mark potential for that.
This will be the first time I mark a potential today, so I'll do.
Go for it. Cool.
Let's see. I would shift Nyx's freak up and mundane down.
All right, freak up, mundane down.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. How about Mali? Have you grown close to the team, into an image of yourself, or away from the team?
Actually into an image of myself.
Nice.
With Mali, he's beginning. It's actually kind of funny. We were just talking about the whole family angle because from Mali, he's beginning to grow away from it. He's realizing how
Oh, really?
powerful and deadly his powers really are, and he's beginning to realize that his family is a liability.
Mm.
Ooh, that's
So he's
awesome.
actually been separating himself from that more and more recently.
Oh, wow.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's some conflict too.
Yeah, it is
Mhm.
pretty cool in conflict. Um, so go ahead and shift one of your own labels up and another label down.
Actually,
Remember, you can't go above 3 or below -2.
mhm. I would raise freaking lower mundane.
Perfect. Cool, cool. All right, Leech. Have you grown close to the team, into an image of yourself, or away from the team?
I think Nyx helped Leech grow closer to the team this session.
Okay. Does Nix, do you have influence over Leech?
I do.
All right, go ahead and change his labels then, please.
I gotta pull these labels up. For Leech, I'd move. He's very all about defending people, so I would move his savior up and superior. No, let's freak down. Savior up, freak down.
Okay.
Cool. All right, and let's see. You can let's see here. So go ahead and clear condition or mark potential Leech.
Yep. Already did. I marked potential.
Perfect. Anyone have any advances this session?
I was supposed to take an advance for this session, and I forgot to.
Okay. Go ahead and
So
just
I'm
do
gonna,
that.
yeah, I'm gonna look at that for next time. But I'm thinking of looking of taking the what was it? The drives from the Beacon playbook.
Oh, interesting.
The Reformed can take drives.
Oh, gotcha. I'll have to look that up.
Mark 4. That's a new one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me know. Just pop on Discord and let me know if that's your choice, and we'll talk about it. That kind of cool stuff. That sounds awesome.
Question on the interaction with Moonshadow. Or, yeah. So that's one of the characters that I have for my respect or whatever on that.
Right. Right.
I gain any of that at all? Any respect from him at all?
That is a good question. Um, let me look at that. I'll get to you back to you on Discord also,
Okay,
and then
sounds good.
we'll talk about it next session. Also, I do want to kind of bring that into our actual stream, just to kind of to show how that play is done, and etc. So let's talk about Discord, and then we'll actually bring it up beginning next session. Sound good?
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. But yeah, I definitely want to bring these are important to your playbook, so I definitely want to make sure we get bring those in and make them part of what you're doing. That's important. All right.
Okay.
Josh, anything from you?
What's going on?
Anything that you wanted to add or bring up or think about or talk about? I do want to note that this is kind of cool because I mean, in the beginning when we first started playing this end of session move would have taken about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And now you guys have it down to a science. You get it. You're understanding the labels, and I think you're a little speeder with that. You understand what's going on and what it means to do each of those things. So I think that's really cool. So again, you guys are coming along. Things are much more streamlined, I think, now. So good job on that. I just want to say that out there. Put that out there. You guys are awesome, as always. No pressure, Josh. You don't have to have anything. I'm just giving you an opportunity. I don't want to be that guy who's like, okay, the one, we got Leech and Nix. What do you want to do? Okay, and screw Molly. We don't want to hear from Molly at all. Whatever. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be equal opportunity.
No, with Molly, it's just really a lot of he's beginning to realize a lot of things.
Yeah, I think
So
I
he's
like.
actually been spending some time away from the team as well.
Oh,
He's
neat.
going to the junkyard and practicing.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
And that's really cool. I think that again, you're really getting into the spirit of the playbook, which is being afraid of your own power, or and either getting caught up or losing yourself in it. Where like oh, I can change reality. Who's going to stop me? Type of
Right.
thing.
That's kind of where his separation from the whole family thing is coming from, because he's beginning to realize like at some point he's going to end up having to choose between his powers and his family.
Mm.
No. Yeah, yeah. So no, like I said, that's the entire spirit of that playbook. So I salute you, sir. You get it. So that's awesome. That's awesome. And Wraith was with us. He had like I said, he had that thing, his spouse. And otherwise, I think we'll have a full house next time. And I have some ideas for that already. But this is session 6. We have 4 to go. So
We weren't playing next week.
and we're not playing next week. Thank you. I meant to bring that up. That's going. I'm sorry. Yes. But yeah, that's going. I'll put that in the schedule because this coming Sunday is Easter, and I want you all to have lives and stuff, and not have this game intrude on them horribly. So, we're gonna skip next week, and then we'll rejoin on the following Sunday, which is the 28th.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
And I'll note that on the Discord schedule too, just so it's out there. So thank you, Adam, for reminding me. Appreciate that. Otherwise, let's see again. Stars of the show: Billy Joe playing Leech, Adam playing Nyx, Joshua playing Mali, and I am Scott of Scott's Case Files. And if you like the stream, you want to watch more, you're going to be alerted. Go ahead and follow me, and if you're on Twitch, and you can choose to be alerted when I go on live. Also, scheduling stuff, as we were just discussing, is on Discord. Also, though I've been failing kind of badly, I really need to get in the habit. I try to put stuff on Twitter also. So all those links, if you're on my Twitch channel, are right below. Just click on them. It'll get you to places where you can join in either Discord or Twitter, etc. And I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I know I had a great time. I apologize for my eye thing. I have every now and then I have this. I don't know what it is. It's like this thing, just like allergies or something. It just hits me in this one eye really bad, and I like crying all over the place. And it's a very emotional episode also. So probably a little that I'm just not don't want to share it with you. But yeah, so I had a great time. Hope everyone else did. Viewers, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And otherwise, happy Easter to those who celebrate such a thing. And I will see you guys on the 28th.
All right.
And thank you for being awesome. Continue to do so in your daily lives. Go forth and do no harm.
Yeah.
All right. Bye for now.